Are you tired of being weighed down? Have you fallen asleep on your health? This is your wake up call with my dad, Keith, my husband, Kyle, and me, Ashley.
Good morning, everyone. It is day 143, and this is your wake up call. It is Wednesday, which means it is what's that Wednesday. We go out and talk about various items. And this morning, I want to talk just a little bit, just to kind of change the tone of what this is. It's still going to be an informative day. We're still going to talk about some stuff that you may not know about. This morning I want to talk about something that I've actually had an experience with. Our goal in eating predominantly and eating a plant-based diet is to provide our body with the best possible nutrients that they can use those nutrients to make energy, and energy then translates into the power or the ability to go out and be active. And so, one of the things that if you've listened up until this point, you've heard about us, is that myself, weight has been an issue for a while. It's always been something that I've struggled with. It's always something that has just been a part of my world. Well, back in my college days, I'd come home on break. I was at home just for a little bit. It was time for my annual checkup, so I went in to see my doctor. As always, my doctor went through the regular song and dance, and we get to the end, and anybody that's got some weight on them knows how this next part goes down. The doctor begins to tell you need to lose weight, which I would agree. I probably need to lose some weight. At the time, I was about 240, 250, 260, right in that range. Doctor, this is doctor, my pediatrician. This is someone I've had since I was very young, and I will tell you that he was a great doctor. He's retired now. He was a great doctor. Couldn't have trusted anybody better. But in my college years, I was around this 240 to 260 mark. I go in and meet with him. We get to the end. I know what's coming. You've really got to start eating better. You really got to start taking care of yourself. And the biggest thing he always said when we go in, no matter what, you need to lose weight. Which I think doctors all kind of say that. Everybody goes in, hears, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight. Understandably. Wants to be in good health.
A lot of the time they say that, but they don't always have a solution for it that is manageable.
Right.
You know, I've heard that a lot. You need to lose weight. Well, how? You know, stop eating as much, or, you know, stop eating carbs, or, you know, rarely do they ever give you like a real plan to actually get the weight off.
Well, here, you know, with this doctor, he gave me a plan, and I think it was like the Miami diet. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was the Miami diet. But in addition to that, he said, you know, I've got something I'm going to prescribe for you. It's been used by several of my patients already. It's, when you take it, it'll give you a little bit more energy. And so
speed up your metabolism, right?
Yeah, speed up your metabolism, give you some energy. suppress your appetite. Um, you know, it's going to be, it was sold as kind of the, hey, this is going to be the cure-all. And I've had a lot of people lose weight on it. And that's what I want to talk about this morning, was the prescription drug. And normally these are kind of upbeat or happy, and we talk about an app, something that can help us. This morning, I want you to know about this, because this doctor, with all his well-meaning, good intentions, prescribed something that probably wasn't the right fit for me. And I tell you kind of what some of the side effects were, you'll kind of wonder. So, the drug he prescribed was called Phentermine. And some of you out there may have heard it. Phentermine, I believe. Phentermine. Anyways, Phentermine is in the same family. It's an amphetamine. It is in the same family as methamphetamine, or just amphetamine like Sudafed. So it's in the same family. So naive young me, I get my prescription. I go get it filled. They asked me if I want the Phentermine. Doctor told me it's okay. I'll try it. So, and I think, just to tell you how prolific this pill is, if you see a weight loss clinic, more than likely, this is what they're selling out of that weight loss clinic. Just like pain clinics were bad for the opioid use, and feeding that, and still are, Phentermine, was being used in these weight loss clinics, and they still are. And so I get my prescription. I trust my doctor, and it's supposed to ramp up your metabolism, suppress your hunger, and give you energy. So I come home, I take the first one, and y'all, yes, I had energy, but it was more like you give a 3-year-old sugar at 8 o'clock at night, bouncing off the walls, cuckoo, crazy energy. I think they gave, I've still got Phentermine they've given me. Anyways, I took...
No, you don't. I threw it away.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, last time I beat out of the cabinet, and I was like, I'm getting rid of all this stuff. You've had it for years.
So the Phentermine that I was given, I took one of them. And y'all, it was like, I had no ability to focus. There was energy, but it was all nervous, unfocused, untapped, hyperactivity type energy. My hands and arms started shaking, and I just lost all, I won't say I lost all, but I just lost a lot of connection with what was going on until I started coming off of this high, because that's what it was. It was a high. So it helped me have the energy to study, but y'all, I could feel, now this is weird, I had so much energy. I swear to you, I can remember either telling my family or somebody I worked with, I could feel the air. Like I could feel vibration in the air. That's how I felt when I took this stuff. And kind of thinking about on it later, that was probably me low-key shaken because of quote-unquote energy that I was given. And so what I realized about this stuff is that, yes, it helps with your metabolism, but it helps in the same way that methamphetamine helps. It gives you this boost of energy, you get hyper-focused on something, and you, I mean, me, like I said, I started shaking. And so what's crazy is, and I'll tell you guys all this to tell you, as well-meaning as my doctor was, he still prescribed something to me that was dangerous. And I want to urge you and encourage you to watch out what you take. It's another thing that you take. If you don't know, ask questions. But this stuff, Phentermine, is it's crazy. It's still out there. People are still using it. So they say it's supposed to raise your metabolism, but it basically acts like a narcotic. I mean, not a narcotic, but it basically acts like an illegal drug to get you to lose weight. It's crazy. It's crazy that it's still being sold. People kind of have this magic pill mentality when it comes to things like weight loss. Like, I'm just going to do this one thing. If I just do this one simple thing, then all of this weight's going to fall off. Or if I eat a banana once, I'm good. Yeah. Like, there's not a magic pill or there's not a one-step thing to get through this. And the sad thing is people go to these weight loss clinics looking for that answer. And the crazy part about this Phentermine, yes, you can feel that, you get hyperactive, but your heart rate, part of the reason it burns so much fat is your heart rate goes through the roof. Guess what happens? People don't change the way they eat, and their heart rate goes through the roof. Guess what happens to their heart? You're going to end up having heart attacks. So it's a scary drug, but it's predominant, and it's seen as acceptable and okay, and just there's serious concerns before somebody runs out and starts taking it. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
I don't know. I've always been against taking any kind of drug, so I can't see myself taking drugs to lose weight when all you got to do is, use a little discipline in what you eat. But it's like you said, it's crazy what these doctors will prescribe and what these drug companies will develop, to, I don't know, it's just a money thing. It's a money grab.
Yeah.
And people that are desperate will buy into just about anything, looking for a way to lose weight, easily. And it's just not, there's nothing out there that's going to help you do that.
No.
I agree.
We've touched on weight loss surgery before, and we've even talked about just prescription drugs in general that people have to take for, regular illnesses like diabetes and high blood pressure and all of this. This is a topic we've not actually touched on at all, and I think it's very relevant. Like Dad said, there's not going to be a pill out there that's going to get the weight off in a healthy way. And at what cost, You're putting these chemicals in your body. You don't know what they are. You don't know what they're doing to you. And are you really going to risk your heart health to lose a few pounds? I mean, what if you do lose a lot of weight on this drug, but then you've worked your heart to a point where you don't have a good heart anymore, or you do have a heart attack, or, whatever else this drug does. I'm sure that's not the only bad side effect of this drug. And that's not the only weight loss drug out there. There are several, and they all have different effects on your body. And, that's something that I've never tried before, because I've always been against it. I hate taking any kind of drug the doctor has given me my whole life. I don't like taking medicine. It's scary, and I'm glad that you only took that for a day and realized that was not a good thing to do.
Oh man, it was trippy.
Some people don't have the wherewithal to think about that. We really need to look up some statistics on this and see how many people, if we can find anything. Of course, I'm sure the drug companies do all they can to cover this stuff up, to see how many people have died or had heart damage or whatever it may be while taking these kind of pills. And not to mention the rate at which someone loses weight while on this pill is so fast that you damage your body.
Mm-hmm. Put stress on your heart too.
Stress on everything, on all of your organs. It's just not a good path to go down. And like Dad said, you've got to build the discipline. And believe me, that's really hard, because I'm still trying to build that.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to turn around 31 years worth of habits here. And it's hard every day. And I've messed up a lot. And I've not lost as much as I should have. But you got to build yourself to make the choices to get the weight off in a healthy way, where you're taking care of your organs and not making them worse. So I think this is a good topic you brought up today. It's something that we all should think about. And, like we've said before, you should never just blindly take any kind of pill just because your doctor says that you should. And while they may be well-meaning, they might be just trying to make some money. They get pushbacks for certain prescription medicines that they sell. You've really got to be careful about what you put in your body, and that goes, you don't want to be eating junk, and you don't want to be taking junky medicine either.
Yeah. Agreed. Well, kind of covers it for this morning. If you are taking Phentermine, I do want to tell you that seriously consider finding a way to come off of it.
Is it also,
does it
also have addictive properties?
It does. There is a label. There is a warning on the label that says you're not supposed to take this for more than this amount of days. It is habit forming because it's an amphetamine. So,
yeah.
And for me, so a person who naturally already struggles with insomnia and not being able to sleep, taking this pill just made it worse. So, just not good effects for me overall. It wasn't even worth it. So, hey guys, thank you for listening this morning. We really appreciate it. You can follow us on social media at Our Heavy House. Let us know, have you ever taken this medication? If so, how did it make you feel? If you've never taken it, what do you think about this? What's your take on all of it? You can direct those onto our Instagram. We'll be happy to join the discussion there. Hey, thanks for listening, and we'll see you tomorrow.